2 years ago, he was eating raw liver on camera and cashing in millions. Now, he's wearing wolfskin, threatening Joe Rogan, and staging fake arrests like a villain in a B movie. What happened to the Liver King? And more importantly, how much of this chaos is real, and how much is just a last-ditch attempt to stay relevant? At the height of his fame, Brian Johnson, better known as the Liver King, seemed untouchable. With bulging muscles, a primal persona, and a social media army in the millions, he claimed to have unlocked the secret to human vitality. Raw organs, cold plunges, sunning his, delicate parts. And people bought it. Literally. His brand was more than a gimmick, it was a business empire. Ancestral Supplements, the company pushing desiccated animal organs in capsule form, skyrocketed in sales. People were obsessed. He became a meme, a mystery, and a muscle-bound millionaire practically overnight. But there was always a quiet murmur. There's no way he's natty. His shredded physique didn't just raise eyebrows, it sparked full-blown Reddit conspiracies. And as more fitness influencers began asking questions, the facade started to crack. But that was just the beginning. In late 2022, the bombshell dropped. Leaked emails revealed the Liver King had been spending over $11,000 a month on anabolic steroids and growth hormones, all while selling a natural lifestyle to millions.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I f***ed up. I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids.
The internet exploded. Within days, he was forced to confess. His apology video racked up views fast, but the damage was done. He claimed he lied to help people. Most didn't buy it, especially those who had shelled out big money for supplements based on his body and lifestyle claims. Worse, lawsuits followed. A class action suit accused him of false advertising. His brand started bleeding credibility. The primal mask had slipped, and underneath it was just another influencer chasing clout and cash. But he wasn't finished yet. In fact, things were about to get way weirder. When Netflix released Untold: The Liver King in May 2025, many expected a redemption arc. What they got instead was a man desperately trying to salvage his reputation while simultaneously losing his grip on reality. The documentary followed Brian and his family, revealing cracks in the raw meat empire. While he tried to reframe himself as a misunderstood father and entrepreneur, the footage told a different story: obsession, ego, control, and a bizarre plan to open ancestral 302 retreats worldwide. But here's the kicker: he hated the final cut. According to Liver King, the show made him look bad on purpose. He urged his followers to boycott every film the producers had ever touched. His tantrum wasn't just dramatic, it was strategic. He wanted to shift the blame from himself to everyone else. And that's when things took a darker turn.
So when I'm like, hey, anybody know my name? Liver King. Who am I fighting? Joe Rogan. Coming to Joe Rogan's town, Austin. I was here before you, Joe Rogan. You've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. This week you probably might need to worry about me. Probably need to worry about Joe Rogan more.
By June 2025, the Liver King's public spiral had evolved into something far more unhinged and a lot more dangerous. After weeks of cryptic rants and primal monologues on social media, Liver King took direct aim at Joe Rogan. Why? Because Rogan, America's biggest podcaster, had dared to joke about him. That's it. No harsh takedown, no direct insult, just a few cracks about raw meat and steroid scandals. But for the Liver King, that was enough to declare war. He posted videos challenging Rogan to a fight. Then things escalated. He traveled to Austin, Texas, wearing fur pelts, wielding faux weapons, and ranting about bullies. His tone? Aggressive. His message? Confusing. His location? Way too close to Rogan's actual home.
Everybody's actually sleeping. I checked.
That's when police stepped in. Liver King was arrested for making threats and violating personal boundaries. His weapons, replica or not, got him slapped with a felony charge for terroristic threats. He was released on $20,000 bond, outfitted with an ankle monitor and ordered to undergo a full mental health evaluation. But if anyone thought this would slow him down, they didn't know the Liver King. Post-arrest, the Liver King didn't retreat quietly. He doubled down. He began live streaming again, ranting at odd hours, pacing back and forth shirtless, ankle monitor visible, spouting conspiracy theories about the media and misinformation. His followers didn't know whether to laugh or call for help. In one stream, he claimed the world was trying to cancel his soul. In another, he accused fast food companies, pharma giants, and podcast hosts of working together in a shadowy alliance to destroy him. The tone wasn't angry, it was desperate. The energy wasn't alpha, it was unstable. Then came the stunt that blurred the line between satire and insanity. Roughly 2 weeks after his real arrest, Liver King pulled what might be his most bizarre move yet. While filming content at his Texas compound with influencer guests, 2 cops stormed the scene and arrested him mid-Mario Kart game. His guests, caught totally off guard, were shocked. One even started to panic. And just as quickly, Liver King reemerged from the back room, laughing. It was all a prank. He called it a little tribal fun. But the internet didn't laugh, not even close. Most saw it as a tone-deaf ploy to spin legal trouble into viral content. After all, the guy still had a real ankle monitor strapped to his leg during the bit. Was this just a desperate attempt to stay relevant? Or was it something more serious? The cracks in his empire were now impossible to ignore. Despite all the madness, Liver King was far from alone. His latest videos revealed a troubling truth. Everyone around him seemed to be enabling his behavior. In a bizarre fireside circle, he gathered his team, mostly yes-men and longtime loyalists, and gave a speech about loyalty, betrayal, and barbarian values. At one point, he made everyone drink from a communal bottle of blood-infused water, dubbing it barbarian water. It was cult-like, not just in visuals, but in vibe. He even brought up his former best friend, now estranged. "He's not even in my top 40 anymore," he said coldly. "He's out of my ecosystem." It was all painfully clear. The Liver King was retreating into a fantasy where he was the hero, the victim, and the visionary, all at once, and nobody in his inner circle was willing to say otherwise. But someone new was about to step in. Enter Santa Cruz Medicinals, a content creator focused on nutrition, detoxing, and exposing the junk food industry. Surprisingly, he was one of the few people Liver King still respected, largely because his own kids were big fans. Santa Cruz spent 48 hours with Liver King after the arrest, trying to reach the man behind the chaos. In a rare, calm moment, they discussed health, purpose, and even Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's not the enemy.
Is one of us.
He promotes health.
Liver.
Yes, absolutely.
Cold.
Absolutely.
Even Santa Cruz seemed unsure whether the Liver King was spiraling or just putting on his most extreme act yet. So here we are. A man once crowned the king of primal living now stands accused of threats, surrounded by sycophants, ranting into a camera with blood on his lips and desperation in his eyes. He says he's quitting content, but keeps posting. He says he's a victim, but keeps picking fights. He says he wants peace, but keeps staging chaos. Is this the unraveling of a clout-addicted fitness guru? A full-blown ego collapse? Or is it all just one more performance from a man who never really stopped acting? Whatever the answer, one thing's clear. The Liver King empire wasn't built on raw meat or barbells. It was built on attention. And now, it's burning in the same fire that made it famous. Let's just hope he doesn't drag anyone else down with him. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Stars and Hypes so you don't miss what's coming next. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how things will continue. Drop them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care and have a great day.